There's a lot of celebrity conspiracies out there, but none quite as entertaining as the idea that celebrities must, like, worship Beyonce or she will get them blacklisted from Hollywood. I love this theory, it's hilarious, no notes, but hey, behind every fantastical idea is some truth, and that's what we're getting into today, so stick around. For those that are not chronically online, no need to worry because I am, and I am here to explain why people are joking about celebrities being afraid of Beyonce. There is some truth to celebrities being afraid of the Queen Bee due to her position in the industry. It's true that Beyonce could have some sway over a musician's career. An endorsement from someone who's very established in the music scene and has worldwide appeal, that would boost any performer's career, which means the opposite can also be true, and Beyonce disliking you could lead to your career tanking. Of course, Beyonce could give her stamp of approval and your career still doesn't take off right away. That happened with Chloe Bailey. She was mentored by Beyonce. Beyonce gave her notes on her debut solo album, they'd been pictured together many times, and yet Chloe's career hasn't really taken off yet. It goes to show that personal promotion is just as important as a famous stamp of approval. That doesn't mean Chloe isn't a talent, of course she absolutely is. She was originally part of a sister duo. When her sister was casted as Ariel in the Little Mermaid remake, that's when Chloe kind of branched out on her own. But anyways, a conspiracy went viral in 2024 and it's honestly still holding strong through 2025. That celebrities have to acknowledge Beyonce when they win something, as if she is the music industry's unchallenged leader, and not thanking her will lead to their inevitable downfall. This trend kind of started when people started noticing that a lot of celebrities would accept awards and then in their speech thank Beyonce or praise Beyonce in some way. This has been happening for many years, a prominent example being Adele's acceptance speech for Album of the Year at the 2017 Grammys. This was the year that Beyonce's Lemonade was also nominated. When Adele's 25 took the trophy, the Hello singer took the time to acknowledge the impact Beyonce's Lemonade had, and even said that she couldn't possibly accept the award because she believed Beyonce's album to be more deserving. She called Beyonce the artist of her life, and overall it was a really sweet moment that no one really thought twice about because Lemonade really was that good and impactful, but then more and more people threw thanks to Beyonce over the years, and pretty soon a conspiracy was born. It has roots in pre-existing conspiracies, like everyone in Hollywood is part of an evil organization, and industry plants and one person holding all the cards, things like that. So basically, if an artist doesn't thank Beyonce, they can expect their career to end early. The idea is that Beyonce would use her pull in the music industry to systematically destroy someone's life. It paints a picture that the singer is spiteful, vengeful, and vain. Eventually, social media clued into this theory, and of course, they started making fun of it. The core of it all was before you do anything major, you thank Beyonce. Not exactly for good luck, but more to ward off bad luck that you would be hit with if you didn't do it. Pretty soon, people would be adding a thank you Beyonce before major exams, at the end of presentations, before cooking, literally anything. Even major corporations got in on the action. Someone thanked Ryanair for 2 windows on a flight, and not wanting to risk an in-flight issue for their passenger, Ryanair thanked Beyonce. I loved this trend and I thought it was hilarious. Here's the thing. Beyonce has such a dedicated fan base, and if you thought that they were locked in today, you won't believe what they could accomplish at their height, which was around like 2013 to 2018-ish. In this era, if you openly roasted Beyonce, you could expect to have a bunch of angry Beyonce fans in your DMs. So yeah, it was kind of a thing that Beyonce could end your career, but at this time, it would be because you would lose a bunch of potential fans just for talking negatively about their favorite artist. Keisha Cole learned this the hard way in 2013. This was the year Beyonce released her track Bow Down. In response, Cole tweeted, "First, women need to stick together, now bees better bow down," shaking my head. Beyonce fans didn't take the call out well and went after Cole, insulting the artist's appearance, music style, and more. Since this moment, Cole hasn't reached the level of fame she once had. She is still releasing music, but is mainly known for her work pre-2013. When you hear the names Beyonce and Blue in the same sentence, you probably think of Beyonce and her daughter, but that wasn't the first Blue connected to the singer. In fact, some people theorize that Beyonce named her daughter Blue to bury someone else. The first Blue was Blu Cantrell. She was an R&B artist popular in the early 2000s, known for songs like Hit 'Em Up Style and Breathe. She was gaining popularity in similar genres to Beyonce, but that's hardly a reason to bury her like conspiracy theorists suggests. So why would she allegedly do that? that? According to this theory, it was all because of Jay-Z. Blu and Jay-Z were rumored to have been involved in 2001, right around the time that he started dating now wife Beyonce. But that was all rumors. It wasn't until 2003 that we got any real confirmation about what went down between the two. In a very candid interview with Wendy Williams, Cantrell shared all the details of her personal life that she was asked about anyways, and I mean like nothing was off the table. They got into some interesting topics, to say the least, but if you know Wendy Williams, you know that woman loves drama and stirring up problems. She is messy, but she gets celebrities to admit things on camera you wouldn't expect, and this interview was no exception. The women are chatting over a bucket of champagne, and about 16 minutes into the interview, Williams flat out asks if Cantrell has slept with Jay-Z. Cantrell was adamant that they were never intimate with each other and that she did believe that Jay-Z and his girlfriend Beyonce were very much in love. Of course, Wendy Williams pressed for more, and Cantrell ended up admitting that she had a big crush on the rapper and she didn't care who he was dating. She also shared that should Jay-Z walk in there and make a move, she wouldn't turn it down, she just wouldn't make the first move. This interview was actually released by Blu herself, which is really interesting considering she was essentially professing a crush on someone in a very public, committed relationship. It was on a DVD included with her 2003 album release. Those that believe Beyonce ended Blu's career mark this as the moment that everything kicked into gear. Blu was signed with Arista Records, specifically she was signed by L.A. Reid. The record company went through a major overhaul after Blu's second record was out. The overhaul didn't happen because of her, but it was just right around then. In the mess of everything, Blu's contract was not renewed for a third album because everyone just forgot. Blu later explained in a 2012 interview that she just didn't want to go back to the company if L.A. Reid wasn't there anymore, as her loyalty was to him. However, some people, they think there might be more to this story. Around this time, Jay-Z became a prominent figurehead for Def Jam, so I guess people think that he was able to sway the other record company into forgetting about Blu's contract. Blu's third album was being worked on at the time, but it never, even to this day, was released. Post the 2003 Wendy Williams interview, people kind of stopped hearing about Blu Cantrell. The singer almost disappeared off the face of the earth until 2014 when TMZ broke the story that she was taken into custody for a psychological evaluation. The singer was seen out on the streets at 2 a.m. screaming about someone allegedly poisoning her. Since this incident, Cantrell seems to be doing better though. She is still doing performances, though not as many as in her prime. Of course, now when you look up Blu and Jay-Z though, you're not going to get any results about this, at least not on the first few pages. People think that to really bury the situation in singer, the Carters named their first child after her, which that's really something. Naming a child after an ex would be an interesting way to deal with the situation and makes people create even more wild theories that more stuff happened behind closed doors, because just saying you have a crush on someone in like a random DVD access interview feels like it wouldn't warrant that level of response. Beyonce and Jay-Z have shared the actual meaning behind Blue Ivy's name. Originally, her name was going to be Brooklyn, but then the first sonogram came and she was just so small, like a blueberry. The couple started calling her the nickname Blueberry or Little Blueberry. Eventually the berry fell off and what was left is Blu and Ivy, but that's not the focus here. It's a sweet story, and if it's true that Blu Cantrell never involved herself with Jay-Z like she said in that Wendy Williams interview, then there's no reason that Jay-Z couldn't use the name for his future daughter. But what do you think? Do you think Blu Cantrell's career fell off because of outside interference, or was she just a victim of unfortunate circumstances? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye!